I want to start with the little part of you that wants sympathy. It sounds like you're saying you find in yourself like a younger part or a little girl or a victimy part that kind of wants the sympathy. So give her some sympathy. And sympathy sounds like, oh, I'm so sorry this is happening to you. That is just terrible. It's awful. And sympathy, okay, so let's just think about sympathy is like joining someone's. But the problem with sympathy is that you can kind of collapse into it and then the pain can become contagious and then it doesn't help anyone. We're all just sitting in a big, deep hole feeling sorry for ourselves. So just understand the engineering of that. Sympathy is, I see your pain. Oh, I'm going to come and join you there. And I'm going to feel bad for you there. And I'm going to respond to you in a way that I validate how awful it is. And so my focus is on this is so painful. This is so awful. This is so terrible. I can't believe this is happening to you. And that's really all that sympathy can offer. And what it tends to do is it tends to get us all spiraling downwards with no way out. And then, if we take that to an extreme, we begin identifying with our wounds. And then we have all this woundology where I feel like my wounds give me a certain kind of entitlement. And then I don't have to grow up, and then I don't have to clean anything up, and then I don't have to show up courageous. I can just stay a little person and feel entitled to the world looking after me. That's the problem with sympathy, is that it will feed that. And the person offering sympathy ends up feeling a parallel kind of helplessness and joins the pain and then is like taking the pain on as if it's their own and feels like they are like needing to metabolize the pain that doesn't even belong to them. So this happens. People do this. There are younger parts that do this, and there are rescuer parts in other people that get trapped in this. And then we just recognize, oh, I know what territory I'm in. This is sympathy. This is actually going to lead into more collapse and more suffering, and it's not generative. When I've had enough of that, I can step out into compassion. So compassion is a different internal stance. Compassion practice is I see your suffering, I see your pain, I can identify it, and I am going to stay steady and grounded in my own well-being. And I'm going to be with you in a way that we are focusing on alleviating the suffering. What will help? It's a subtle shift, but it is bringing a quality of presence, a quality of empathy, but you don't take on somebody else's pain. You don't take responsibility for their feelings. You're not micromanaging their process so that you can feel better. You are grounded in your well-being and you bring your awareness, your well-being, your resources to be steady next to someone with an invitation out, with an invitation to get connected to their own goodness, with an invitation to get connected to their own choicefulness again, with an invitation to examine their own meaning making, to be creative with themselves, to be kind to themselves, and to pick up the things that they do have power and choice over. Even if there's a small thing like, I'm going to go and walk around my house instead of lying in bed, whatever it is, we call people into their strength. With sympathy, we validate their weakness, and it doesn't serve anyone.
Mhm.
Old pain, vulnerable parts, younger parts that want a lot of sympathy and acknowledgement for what they went through, a reclaiming of a part of you that is sensitive, and you want to reclaim her power and her sensitivity and her belonging. And then you become very aware of the perfectionist and the performer and the protective parts that want to shield up and tell you to be careful. They've been really loyal. And then as we start feeling into some of the feelings that are underneath all of this, you start tracking a little bit implicitly, but like some of the health conditions and addictive behaviors and ways of coping and strategizing that have helped you in the past, but also have hurt.